Welcome back to the vlog. It's almost Thanksgiving, and so I thought for Thanksgiving it's all about thankfulness and gratitude. I thought it'd be a great time to spread some negativity. We're actually going to talk about how to put negativity into your snakes by making it morph and then reversing the color, the negative version with the lavender. We're going to go through all about how we ID these and some really cool new combos. Let's jump in and check them out. Alright guys, so we started piling these deep dark morphs into these animals, and these are all het lavenders. We're going to show you the lavender versions and how we can actually ID them. These two animals are the start, and it gets way darker from here. Okay, again, we'll put the pairing down below. This is kind of complicated. So this is blackhead leopard GHI lavender to a yellow belly pied het lavender. So we're going to get some lavenders here, but we have blackhead leopard GHI and yellow belly in the mix. This first one is a blackhead GHI yellow belly. And I'll show you how we ID that here a little bit. The blackhead, of course, gives all this darkness to it. The GHI does too, to an extent, so we're doubling that up. But the GHI creates all this cool granite kind of inside the alien heads. It also gives us this really awesome kind of messed up back stripe that's like very pocketed with things. And then the yellow belly spreads out the pattern, lifts it off the belly a lot, spreads out the pattern between the alien heads to give this really cool kind of spacing. Now the next one does a similar thing. So this is yellow belly GHI and leopard. So GHI and leopard don't usually play very nice together. When I say that, they cover each other up a lot. A lot of yellow belly GHIs, a lot of leopard GHIs look basically like leopards, which is a little bit more pattern, but the yellow belly brings a lot into this. It brings all this black and spread. That's one thing yellow belly is really good for that people don't think about a lot. It's not just about the belly. Those big flames that yellow belly gives actually spreads out the pattern a lot throughout and gives this really cool look. So the real fireworks come when you add these two into one animal. You get some craziness. So these next two animals are the combination of those, and just look how crazy and black and amazing those are. This is what we get when we get leopard blackhead and GHI in one animal. Look at how amazing that pattern is. It's almost completely black with just these little golden curly cues and golden striping, and I just love this look. I love how every alien head is completely carved out on the sides. It's amazing. The only thing that makes this snake a little bit better is the yellow belly version, which actually makes all the pattern a little brighter and actually carves out the pattern even more. So you have these really awesome little curly cues and bubbles, and they're all jet black in the middle. Look at the belly on that too. This animal is amazing and 100% double het dreamsicle because it had a lavender dad and a pied mom, so it's carrying both genes. So the whole point of kind of looking through these, we actually have an ID video that we just put on our Patreon with all these, where we really get granular on all this pattern and how we ID them. But the whole idea of identifying these hets and really looking through the pattern differences and understanding them is because when we create the lavender version, which I'm about to show you, we got to find all those same features but in reverse. We basically, it's like makes a negative of the animal and reverses all the colors, but we're looking for the same pattern elements to ID them. So the first lavender, you can really see this is the het version, which we just showed you, and the lavender version, and you can see how the colors are reversed, but you can actually see this exact same elements. And so you would have a very difficult time IDing this snake if you didn't have this snake next. I was really lucky to get a really big clutch. It means you get lots of options, lots of visual, different ones side by side to be able to see them. But check out the elements of these snakes. They're exactly the same, except for the colors are reversed. And they are super cool. I love how in the lavender you have all these pinks coming up the sides, and it's created, basically it's the same as the flames you see on this animal. It's coming through as pinks on the lavender. It creates a really awesome look, and of course you still have the bright golden bands, which are bright golden bands. It's the black that turns lavender, or turns white as a baby lavender, turns purple later. It's the black that reverses, and you still see the bands in a bright golden color. You see here, this one has a break in the neck on the one side, this one has a break on the neck on the opposite side, the same sort of elements. It's really cool to see these two animals right next to each other. The heterozygous version and the visual version. So here's the last one from the clutch, and it is actually the visual version of the best het we made in the clutch. So this is the leopard blackhead GHI yellow belly double het dreamsicle, double het lavender pied, and this is the lavender het pied version. And so you can see all this black on here has become so much white all over this snake. You still have the pink flames coming up, but we have taken and remade this snake that is so black with really, really bright markings and reversed it to a snake that's almost completely white with bright gold markings all over it. It literally looks like treasure. It's just absolutely neon, and I really, really love this look. Now, the question is, objectively speaking, even though this is more packed like jeans and like more, I guess, progressed along, which one do you actually like better? Tell me in the comments. Visually speaking, do you love this black and this really, really bright look here? Or do you love the lavender with the whites and the golds? Honestly, I think side by side, I might choose this one as far as just how it actually looks. Of course, this one is already lavender and we can work on putting it to a pied to make some dreamsicle versions, but let me know in the comments below, which one do you visually like better? And yeah, sometimes having more jeans doesn't necessarily mean they actually look better. It's just a different way of taking it. So before this video is done, we have to show you just a little piece of absolute candy, even though it's not candy, it's lavender. This is the latest starburst type animal, and it turned out really, really amazing. So this is basically a starburst, essentially, with pastel and yellow belly in the mix. This is actually a pastel. It's yellow belly or asphalt, we don't know which, but pastel, inchy, yellow belly or asphalt, lavender het pied. And it is absolutely neon, so pretty. Of course, the camera, I'm sure, is going to do it no justice. The starburst things are so hard for the camera sensor to know what to do with these colors. Pastel works really, really good in lavender albino. I remember seeing years and years ago, Ralph Davis, who's really pioneered the lavender project, he had a video where he showed a lavender next to a pastel lavender, and the difference was absolutely amazing. The pastel gives it this whole different quality and really, really improves the overall look. And here we are all these years later, still seeing that's so true. Even on projects where you'd be like, oh, I'm afraid pastel would take away the orange from the starburst type project. It didn't at all. It actually enhanced it. It gave it a really cool, almost more candy appeal, where it looks like literally a piece of candy, not the morph candy, but like a literal piece of candy. Absolutely incredible. I love just the different colors that are coming out in these flames, the different depths. Really, really neat. So this animal right here is definitely a special animal, and it is a part of that whole freeway inchy project, which we made last year. Very, very cool. All right, guys, that's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And be sure, if you're actually interested in learning more about this, if you want me to get more granular, more dry, more talking about the little individual things we see, but it makes the difference between these different combos, be sure to check out my Patreon. Every week we do Morph ID videos, clutch cutting videos, JKR University videos, and it's also a great way to just learn more about the business side of things and how we actually differentiate between these different morphs more on a technical level. So also makes a great Christmas gift. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.